Welcome back, everybody. It's blooming time, not just for plants, but for kiddos. Barton Springs Nursery is offering 2 sessions in July for young learners to get curious about our natural world, like the little friend you're seeing on our screen right there. So Xander Caruso, good friend of the show, is joined today by Sam Plum, who runs the summer camp program, and we're happy to have both of them. So y'all, good morning.
Good morning.
Good, thanks for having us.
Thank you for being here. So Sam, let's talk about kind of the big idea of summer camp here. What is it that you guys are trying to accomplish?
Yeah, so we're just trying to get young learners out into their environment, teach them a little bit about nature. It'll be pretty fun. Get them under some good trees, off their phones, you know.
Yeah. Well, because this is the swipey age,
Right.
because it's 3 to 5 year olds, so they might have figured out how to play YouTube videos so far, but we want to keep them off those screens as much as we possibly can. So getting them interested in the natural world at such an early age is a good thing, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
We want to keep them curious, and maybe one day they end up working at Barton Springs Nursery, right? Hey. Let's also talk about, Xander, why you guys want to do summer camp as far as like what you're tying in from Barton Springs Nursery, because you're kind of using your own natural space to teach the kids.
Yes, because I think even, and Sam knows this, as adults, you know, we've been there for 4 years now. We learned so much just from the wildlife that's around, but also the kept animals that we have, as well as plants. So I think it's exciting as an adult to learn. I can't imagine being in a space like that as a child, being able to see this little guy. We have an axolotl, we have parakeets, we have aquatic turtles, just all kinds of animals. We have in the wildlife, we have little Texas whiptails, which are like a green and orange little lizard, and they run really, really quickly all the way around the nursery, constantly sunbathing. Different kinds of, all kinds of bugs and interesting things, and fun plants to talk about too, whether it's like veggies is a really great way to get kids interested in gardening and into plants, or like blooming things like roses. There's so much to learn and to integrate into a kid's life. You know, colors and movement are really, really important, I think, for such a young age.
Lovely. And people can see now on the screen, as far as like camp goes, you highlight a different animal each and every day, and that includes all of the animals that you find naturally on the property. Sounds like you need to expand it, actually.
Yeah.
You guys have a lot of the natural world hanging out with you. But axolotls, I feel like they're very big right now. They're very cool. Kids are kind of discovering them. But I wanted to ask more about tortoises in general, because you told me it makes it pretty easy because you have a small, medium, and large option.
We have small, medium, and large options. He's obviously the small option. They're desert animals, so they fit right into Texas summers. We have shadier spots, we have mud pits for them. We just want to be good denizens of these animals when they come into our care, because they're lovely. Everybody loves them and loves seeing them. So we also want to educate kids, you know, having a pet, if you get a pet like this, there's a lot to taking care of them and making sure they're happy and healthy.
And they're probably going to outlive you.
Yes.
Tortoises live.
He certainly will.
A long time. And so you have a big grouchy guy on.
Yes, we have a big grouchy guy named Joe.
Yeah. I think it's great that kids get to learn so much. But Sam, I also want to ask about the other stuff that campers get to do, because it's not just animals.
Yeah, so they're going to be invited to play with some crafts, make some things. We have a good kids area there. They'll get to feed all the animals, feed our fish. But we'll be doing crafts like this. So
this is such a sweet little craft, all nature-based, with the exception of googly eyes.
Yes. Googly eyes not found in nature, but these are all things that we found around the nursery. So this is a red bud leaf, and then we have the rosebud leaves here, just to make some sort of critter. You know, they can make whatever they want, of course, but everything will be nature-based, nature-led. They'll get to bring home some like container gardens that they'll make, some terrariums. They're going to be making nature looms, which is just a cute little loom with some leaves there.
Okay, all right.
It's really cool. They'll be contributing to a little rock garden or a fairy garden. So they have a lot of options that they'll be coming home with.
I think that's so sweet. And storytelling as well, right? I mean, we are going to take, of course, great care of them in the heat. There will be lots of shade under the trees. But the fact that you guys are engaging in so many different ways with nature, instead of just being like, and here's a fern, and here's what a fern does, and all of that stuff. So you're kind of expanding outside of that just to get them curious.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the other thing too is, yes, they will be kept totally cool and in the shade as much as possible. We've got some popsicles for them, so they'll be leaving on a good note.
Can I attend this camp? But yeah, so you guys are open for 2 sessions in July.
That's correct.
Right? Okay, so talk to me about how to sign up.
So you're going to go to our website. It should be under the events tab, or you can email info@bartonspringsnursery.com for more information. And we'll tag you along with our friend Isabel, who's running that registration. You'll get 2 forms. You'll want to make sure you fill them both out, but it should be pretty self-explanatory. And yeah, it's pretty simple. We'll make it as simple as possible.
It sounds like a lot of fun. Okay, Xander. And by the way, I don't think we've said so far the tortoise's name yet.
Yeah, this is Tiny Dancer.
Tiny Dancer. We're not sure if Tiny Dancer is a little lady or a little guy, but it's Pride Month.
Right.
So be whoever you want to be.
They can do whatever they want.
And we think that you can get away with petting Tiny Dancer's head.
Absolutely.
But maybe not anybody else.
Right. We are pretty good friends. He may not. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
It's very new, but I've been working on socializing this guy for a really long time.
And they can feel the pets through the shell, y'all.
It's pretty awesome.
Even if you only get brave enough to touch their carapace, like, you're already doing really well. And Xander, just real quickly, anything else that's new at the nursery?
It's hot. We've got a lot of great desert plants, though. So if you are still, you have the planting bug, you can absolutely come out, see us, and we can get you set up with some desert plants that are a little bit easier to take care of in this heat.
Sounds good to me. All right, y'all, thank you so much. All right, guys, go online to learn more about signing up for summer camps right now at bartonspringsnursery.com.